Welcome to Ann Arbor and the Big House, home to one of the most storied programs in college football and the first one to win 1,000 games, the Michigan Wolverines. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport, a rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Minnesota Golden Gophers, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Golden Gophers will kick it away to start. He'll bring it back looking for help. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Michigan's offense is on the field for the first time today. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors, and you've got to limit the penalties because those will kill you, Bob.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. Looking to move it through the air. Caught behind the line. It's Edwards. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. We anticipate this one being much tighter than the last time these two met when it was a blowout, David.
And here's the thing. You got an opportunity right now. You got the football early in this game to show you. This is going to be more of the same, Palmer.
Well, we talked to both coaching staffs and players, and they're all very aware of what happened the last time these two teams played. So expect everybody's A game today. Reese, you're right. We expect this one to be a lot tighter.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Third and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on fourth down by what they call here. The Wolverines get enough for the first down.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on third down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
Looking to go up top on first down. He'll take the deep shot. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Good job on defense, getting a hand on it, tipping it up in the air. They weren't able to pick it off, but they do force the incompletion.
Line getting set on second down. Hand off from the shotgun. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6. Trying to pick up a first down. Scanning the field, it's Warren. Getting some heat. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
Man, you can't draw it up any better than that. First possession, force a third down. You want to shut the home crowd up, sack the quarterback, create some momentum. Now you're getting the football back to your offense, probably with great field position.
And the Wolverines will punt this one away. He'll call for the fair catch here. The Golden Gophers offense will go to work for the first time today. Typically, the last thing a defense wants is to have a backer on a wide receiver, but we may see some of that today, guys.
Typically, you don't see linebackers that can run like this guy, and that's why they feel okay letting him cover this dynamic wide receiver one-on-one.
Yeah, and feel okay. It's not going to be a good thing. You better get your hands on it early. Put your physicality. Let that win. It ain't going to be your speed.
crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Wants to fire on second down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Glenn. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
I love early in a game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
Boy, could they use a conversion on third and short from their own 24. They'll try to get it through the air. Catch in the middle. It's Jackson. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Got him downfield. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Nice job by the quarterback and receiver working the curl route. Receiver got his depth, and he fought back to the football, helping make that completion a whole lot easier.
The Golden Gophers are on the move. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. The biggest lie college football coaches tell is nameless, faceless opponent. David, game like this, you know their name and you know their face.
You know them well, and it does mean just a little bit more because it's bragging rights. Like, the rivalries matter so much. All throughout the year, all the fans talking about this game in particular, that's why it means more, and that's why these players will be jacked out of their minds.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in.
Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. To throw, it's Brosmer. Unloads to the wideout. That one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affected the football game.
And the Golden Gophers will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
On second down, he'll let it fly. A little release to the back. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
Well, a great job by the quarterback understanding where the pressure was coming from and understanding where his outlet was. And, David, you know, it's demoralizing, I expect, from a defensive standpoint when you think you've dialed up the blitz and you think you're getting home.
Yeah, and you're doing what you can to try to pressure the QB, and you're bringing extra guys, but sometimes that comes at a sacrifice. And you can see he got the matchup he wanted, took advantage of it, didn't get flustered. That was the biggest thing. Like most QBs, sometimes when that blitz comes, they'll get flustered really quickly and make a bad decision. He stayed calm, made the right read, made the right decision.
The Wolverines will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Off play action. Trying to get to him. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. They allowed the completion, but this defense was swarming to keep them away from that first down line.
Yeah, and you allow completions in those 3rd down situations underneath the sticks, and you come up and rally, and everybody flies to the football. That's great execution by this defense.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking downfield, it's Brosmer. Finds the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
The #1 goal as a defense is try to hit the QB as many times as possible. Try to rattle him. Try to get him flustered a little bit. Nice job getting there, getting the hit on him, but nice job of executing by the quarterback. Taking the hit, delivering the strike.
Looking to throw. Grab near the marker. It's Jackson. Oh, and what a move. What a juke, and he makes it past the marker.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided, on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that.
What a good run there. He has enough for the first down.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game going.
The Golden Gophers are moving quickly down the field. He's going to throw deep right side. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. Off the play fake. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
3rd and long situation. They try to go screen. I think they were hoping it was going to be a big zone and they could get those offensive linemen down the field, but the defense sniffed it out, forcing the incompletion.
And the Golden Gophers will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch called for and made. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Going to run it. It's Edwards. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down.
I love this guy because he brings a physicality to this Michigan offense. Bo Schembechler would have loved this guy. He would have loved to jog a few extra tight ends on the field, get the QB under center, student body right, and give this guy the football. He would have fit in perfectly with his running style. Man, he is hard to bring down.
Give to the running back. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. They'll run play action. That's caught. It's Morgan. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
That's a really nice pass. You can see why this guy right here gives the Michigan faithful reason to be optimistic. You know, for years we know Michigan has always been good at running the football, but they've got to be able to throw. They've got to be more consistent making big plays through the air. This guy gives them that chance.
Back to pass, it's Warren. Fires to the tight end. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackling.
That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. Love to see the fearlessness of a quarterback to work the middle of the field.
And he's got so much confidence in his own arm talent to be able to get that football there before the defense can break it up.
And the Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. It's a reverse. Jukes his way for more. How about the patience from this sophomore to hunt that green grass?
This offense can break off explosive plays, throwing it and running it and doing it in a variety of ways. And I like how they get their receivers involved. Nice job there on that jet sweep getting the first.
The Wolverines are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pass.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. They're going to run it. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wolverines.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it. He put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So a drive there of 84 yards and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. They're lining up to boot it away. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. pulls and throws off the RPO. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. Quarterback, what do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. Back to throw, it's Grosmer using the quick game. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
They're looking for an advantage to the right. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On the ground with the counter. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. Both teams made no secret they wanted to target their big play receivers, and they've done just that in the first. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Finds his man. It's Spencer. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Going up top on first down. Complete to the right. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Looking to the big tight end. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. He's got it on the move. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
Wide receiver shows motion. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
You don't always have to run the sexy plays, right? It doesn't have to always be up-tempo and fast and spread and doing all this stuff. Sometimes you just lower your shoulder. Sometimes you just run powerfully. You get the first down, and that's all that matters.
The Golden Gophers trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Feeling some heat. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Oh, looks as if the defense got it. Inside the 50. The 30. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Michigan. The defense takes matters into their own hands.
And I love the way they break on the football, swarm to the football. This is why you do it, because sometimes the ball comes out, the linebacker picks it up, and tell you what, the big fella shows some speed, takes it all the way back for 6.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point makes it 14-0. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. The kickoff team just about set to go, and that defense is eager to get back out there after the scoop and score. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Makes a move. He's on the loose. There he goes. Open it up. He will score. Touchdown, Minnesota. No guts, no glory. Caught it in the end zone. Didn't hesitate for a millisecond to take that thing back, and boy, did it pay off.
And this is why kickoff returns are so exciting. There's so much space between you and the other team flying down the field. The only time you're going to be provided that much space, and you could tell he knew what to do with that space. Kicked on the Jets by Felicia.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7.
That makes the score Michigan 14, Minnesota 7.
They're just about to boot it away, full of energy after housing that last kickoff. And he's going to bring it out. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He's got an open man. And that's where they'll mark him, but a chunk play and they pick up a first down.
Well, that's a really nice job surveying the field and delivering an accurate throw. You know, when I think back to Michigan quarterbacks, I think of guys like Elvis Gerbach or Tom Brady, Jim Harbaugh, Brian Griese, guys that could hurt you throwing the ball from the pocket, surveying the field, reading defenses, and making quick decisions. This guy has the ability to do all of those things.
Quickly complete. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
I love playing man-to-man defense, and I love getting up in your kitchen and jamming you at the line of scrimmage, but it's really hard when they start running these crossing routes and drags and ends because now I'm in chase mode, and the QB has a little bit of space a lot of times, and those fast guys can create some separation and get a first down like they did there.
Still running at the 40. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
What a nice run there. And from the beginning of time, Michigan football has been synonymous with running the football. You can think back to Tyrone Wheatley, Anthony Thomas, Chris Perry, Hassan Haskins, big physical runners that also had sprinter speed and that could change the game. This dude right here, every time he has the football, he has the ability to go the distance, and that's what makes this Michigan offense so dangerous.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. The running back has it. Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line. Ball's at the 27. It's 3rd and short. Can they avoid making that 4th down decision? Fires deep toward the end zone. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. Field goal is good. And that lead grows even bigger. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got his man downfield. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
He'll keep it himself. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
There's an example of the offense taking advantage of all the attention the defense is giving this outstanding running back. Remember, he's one of the best in the game. They're expecting him to get the football. So the quarterback says, you know what? I'll just keep it. No one's keying on me. I'm going to get upfield and find an explosive play.
The give to the back. Can't get him to the ground. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
Sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a man. It's Brosmer. Scrambling away. The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And he just throws it away on 3rd down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Running it back, it's Morgan. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. First play of the drive, it's the end around.
Well, this offense can get after you a variety of ways in the running game, and one of the ways they do it is by using their wide receivers on jet sweeps. Good example right there.
Running game worked on first down. Let's see if they go back to it on 2nd down. Using his legs, it's Edwards. At the 40, there he goes. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
Defensively, you'll take the slow downs. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards of pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run the guys, and get them on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
That big play has them in business. 1st and 10 inside the 20. From the red zone, looking for a space. He's got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Wolverines.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. Just about set to kick it away. Returner's going to try to see what he can get. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. The give is to Taylor. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
They're getting this guy lathered up, and they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job on the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Fast motion from the offense. Now the play fake. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
Well, quarterback had exactly what he wanted there. He had his big fella work in the middle of the field. You thought that was going to be an easy pitch and catch? Not so much. It's a mental error by the tight end. They got to clean that up.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Brosmer. A strike downfield. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
And the Golden Gophers have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, running back gets to give. They knock him down inside the 30 at the 29. It's a pickup of 6.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. Finds his tight end. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the 1st down.
They pick up the 1st down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
An attitude run as he's dragged down after a pickup of 6 down to the 14.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the blocks, more guys to the run, then you open it up for the passing game.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Taylor has it. Pushes ahead for a pickup of 1 down to the 13.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Looking to pass. It's Brosmer. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Gophers!
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end against them because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is good, but they're still down 24-14. So an 82-yard drive there. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out. You need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Tackled, but he has a first down. You put on that winged helmet, and the one thing you want to do is establish the running game.
No matter who the coach is, no matter who the players are, it's a tradition. It's physicality. That's how they've built this brand at Michigan. And I think no matter who's there, it's going to be how they continue to build on that tradition.
They'll give it to him again. He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Leaves it with the running back. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. It's 3rd down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. They're facing a 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And he can't escape, and down he goes. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Give the defense tons of credit. They were not fooled. Everybody thought that was going to be a run play, but the defense didn't. They pinned their ears back. They got upfield, and they got to the quarterback.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important, down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut into a one-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you know, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
Comes out throwing on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Williams. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Nice job by the quarterback, pre-snap and post-snap. He knew the defense was going to be playing zone coverage, and there was no doubt in his mind where he was going with that football.
Now they've moved it just inside the 40. 1st and 10 from the 39. To the air, it's Brosmer. Coming after it. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
And you gotta love those matchups. When you get a running back matched up on somebody else, it's never gonna be a cornerback. That's not gonna happen. So finding a good matchup, getting that speed isolated, now I'm gonna go attack and make some plays.
He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Grab near the sticks. It's Jackson. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now, and they may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside, probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
They'll throw it on first down. Quickly to the tight end. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
First and goal, and this feels like their chance to give them a finish. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Steps away. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
I really like the play by the quarterback. Very, very smart. Listen, early in the down, goal-to-go situation. Drop back. You don't see it right away. Tuck it and get positive yards. Make that next down easier so I can try to get a little bit closer to the goal line and I can get that touchdown. Headsy play by the QB.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. And that is no good. The missed field goal still leaves us with a double-digit deficit. Still a 10-point game.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
So the offense doesn't want to take a chance here. They'll just come out and take a knee and wrap up the half. No tricks here. Looks as if they'll just run it out and take that lead into halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, seldom do the rational turn irrational the way they do. These two teams and fan bases get together with a little brown jug on the line. And we can't get very far into this halftime breakdown without talking about that stud linebacker. The kid's been everywhere all at once through 2 quarters. From clogging gaps to causing turnovers, he's been a one-man gang. Public enemy number 1 for that opposing sideline. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Minnesota and Michigan plays out.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Quarterback on the keeper. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
These read option plays are very hard to stop because you got to have enough guys in the box to play that immediate run, but also always be ready for that quarterback to take the ball and scoot out wide.
And when the quarterback operates this like a magician, it makes it even tougher.
When he can see it, read it, and just flat go, those easy plays right there. I mean, he just picks up a little bit of yardage, but he can do it again and again and again, and it's just frustrating.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. The sure hands, it's Jackson. And he converts on third down as he gets it out to the 26.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
The Golden Gophers will have it 1st and 10. Lofts one high and deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Last play didn't go as planned. Now 2nd and 10 from the 26. Leaves it with the back. forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
It's third down.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. To the air, it's Brosmer. Fires to the big fella. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
You know, the tight end's going to have to do a better job of separating and giving his quarterback a place to go with the football. That time just couldn't create it, and as a result, as soon as he made the catch, he was brought to the ground, setting up fourth down.
And the Golden Gophers will bring the punt team onto the field. Perhaps feeling that coverage coming, signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 25. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They'll start this drive with an end around. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, this is a receiver that needs to touch the ball in a variety of ways. They're going to throw it to him, but they're also going to get him involved on jet sweeps.
Kept it on the ground last time. Let's see if they go back to it on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
It's not a great feeling on defense, too. When you're blitzing, you're expecting to get a sack. You're expecting to get a hit on the quarterback. If the offensive line and running backs pick it up, because now you have one less guy in the back end trying to cover all these receivers and tight ends, and you know you're in trouble.
He'll do it himself. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in. He got that sucker to the ground.
Bunch formation, trying to spring a guy free. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Is that stiff arm even a human arm? It looks like some type of steel bludgeoning device on his way to a first down.
I tell you what, with this kind of success on the ground, I think you two knuckleheads could call plays. I mean, that's how easy it is for this offense right now. They got the ground game working. It's really easy. Now you can open up for other things, but you guys could even try your hand because they're dominating right now.
Throws to the tight end. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle.
Well, that's one the offense would love to have back. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run that play in their sleep. Not able to connect there.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. The give from the gun. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. The line to gain here is the 43-yard line, and it's 3rd down. To the air, it's Warren. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
And a big reason why this team has the lead in this game is because of plays like that. They know they've got firepower throwing the ball. They've got the dudes outside that can make things happen. You saw it in the first half, and you see it here again early in the 3rd quarter.
They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. He wants it all. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Michigan! They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Trailing now by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something in.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Trying play action. Gets it out quickly. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
He gets the first down, and I tell you what, these are the guys you like to go to. Throw those big-body tight ends with the sure mitts over the middle of the field where you know you can get a high percentage throw. Nice catch, nice first down.
The Golden Gophers will snap it on 1st and 10. Handoff to the single running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around and make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense creating the tackle for a loss on 1st down.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. The give is to Taylor. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
At the 37-yard line. 3rd down coming.
Four punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. He'll throw on 3rd down. He'll throw it. Caught near the sticks. It's Johnson. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the 1st down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. They can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient most of the time, that drag route's going to come open.
Dropping back, it's Brosmer. Buys a little time with his feet. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Pressure coming. And they got him for the sack.
What a great play. Winning one-on-one, getting home and getting a sack. And that kind of effort is going to get the big house fired up. These 100,000-plus Michigan Wolverine fans are on their feet screaming because of that dominant play right there coming from their D-line.
Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's 3rd down from the 45. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, that's a tough play to make. When you're that far down the field and you're trying to control your body and run as you're laying out, that's a really great effort, really good concentration, and that is how you make your quarterback look really good.
From the 33, it's 1st and 10. The run to the right. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Well, the linebacker's showing you read and react. He knew exactly where that running play was going, and he beat the football to the line of scrimmage and forced the TFL.
Put themselves in a bit of a bind with that last one. It's 2nd and 14. He'll pull it on the read. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
I just love the individual one-on-one effort by the defense there. Offense trying to go option, QB keeps it, but just too many defenders winning their one-on-one battles, defeating blocks, and getting the tackle for loss.
They've methodically worked it down the field. This the 11th play of the drive, but the defense can get off the field now. Feeling the heat as he lets it go. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, and everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up 4th.
So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. And the try is no good. And after the miss, it still takes 3 possessions to catch them.
And you wonder if mechanically something is off with this kicker. That's now his 2nd missed field goal of the day. And guys, we've got almost perfect conditions to kick the football. I'm not sure what's going on.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You've put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills, and they've got it at the receiver position. So if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw, it's Warren. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he's down right there. Picked up a few, but still some work to do to get a 1st down.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this 1st down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And they got him. He'll get him down for the sack.
Nice sack by the defense. Great job getting to him, getting him on the ground. That's the 4th sack of the day. This defense has had some bright moments, but they've also given up some big plays. Keep rushing the quarterback, but keep that coverage intact in the back end.
And the Wolverines line up to punt it away. He'll take it on the return. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Unloads to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. You don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong, but sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
This offense has a 2nd down play. They'll go to the ground. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a 1st down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest. Pound that rock.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Fires to the big fella. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the 1st down.
Well, they pick up the 1st against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football. Let him make plays.
And the Golden Gophers are rolling down the field. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Gets it inside the 30, down to the 27, a pickup of 6.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
6-yard pickup on first down, leaves them with 2nd and 4. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
The Golden Gophers with the 1st and 10. Taylor has it. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
All right, they've shown this formation a lot of times, especially in the first half. Now what do? They show the formation, pull some guys and run a counter backside. Beautiful play design. Way to adjust in the second half.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. That linebacker was a heat-seeking missile, and the heat that he sought was the ball carrier.
Yeah, great job, great feel. Linebackers are making all the calls in the defense and understanding when I need to come through that gap and come through with bad intentions. Those guys are usually 245 pounds of heat-seeking missile.
Looking to throw, it's Brosmer. Looking for the score. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Well, on 3rd and short in field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect.
That makes the score Michigan 31, Minnesota 17.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Trying to find his man on first down. Fires to the wideout. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Really good job by the defense taking away the deep ball. Remember, you can roll those corners up, or you can roll those corners back. If you want to take away the deep ball, keep them back deep. You want to take away the shallow stuff, bring them up tight on the line of scrimmage.
Now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Gonna take a shot. He's got it up to 30. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30+.
It's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. He'll keep it himself. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
Ooh, I like that option play. I'd keep running that too because it's obvious the defense right now is really keying in on this running back. That was a big point of emphasis for them all week long in practice, and it's opening up holes now for the quarterback to run.
They've really got this offense humming. Just a fourth play of the drive, and it's 1st and goal. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And you try to catch him off balance, maybe on 1st down and goal right here, a situation where maybe you sneak in a pass, defense was ready, got the sack. Now you got to be a little bit more creative now that you got the negative play. The offense, I know you've worked this all week. You got to get ready to execute in the red zone.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, looking for the score. Works his way ahead for about 3. It's down at the 8.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. And it's caught! Touchdown, Wolverines! Michigan has dominated this rivalry over the years, and they look oh so close to securing the jug again.
You look at Michigan on paper, and they have an advantage all over the place against Minnesota. It was a question of whether they could just stay out of their own way. If they eliminated the mistakes, we knew this was going to be a tall order for Minnesota, and Michigan just looks dominant, David.
Yeah, it stinks, but it is the facts. The facts are you're less talented at Minnesota, and you've got to play really, really well, especially in these rivalry games, and hope to catch Michigan on a bad day. But that little brown jug is inching towards Michigan's sideline now.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. They're just about ready to kick it away.
Set to kick this one away.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Can hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Back to pass, it's Brosmer. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Looking down the middle. Finds a man by himself. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47.
Well, offensively, they knew they were going to have some matchups they could take advantage of in this one, and all of a sudden, this quarterback has now over 300 yards passing in the game. Defensively, David, he has got them on their heels.
And he's been showing you a little bit of everything. He can throw it all over the field to all different receivers, to his tight ends, to his running backs. Really has the ability to spread it around, and now over 300 yards. Still some time left, and we can put up even bigger numbers. And heck, go chase some awards. Man, get some postseason awards. Get an All-American. Just put up a day.
Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's going to pass on 2nd down. Skips away from pressure. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
A defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. They'll try to get the 1st through the air. Finds the tight end. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it one high safety? Is it two high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage.
Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. No wonder he's the favorite target, just going and reeling in everything.
Catching everything, and if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I mean, he continues to make plays for his quarterback, so if I'm his quarterback, I'm going to continue to find him and let him pile up these numbers.
The give is to Taylor. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has them set up.
What a big-time run for this offense, a physical run, getting down, almost scoring the touchdown.
Yeah, and considering how well they're running it right now, why wouldn't you just hand it off to this guy right here again?
And the Golden Gophers will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. To the air, it's Brosmer. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota!
Great execution on offense, and you know you're expecting man coverage in this area of the field, down close to the line of scrimmage, so the receiver has got to be able to win one-on-one, and he did just that on that TD.
On to attempt the try. Right down the middle. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. From the gun, the running back has it. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24.
They've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Unloads it left. Got his man. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
They'll throw it on 1st down. Fires to the tight end.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. Looking for space. It's Edwards. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the 1st down.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
Power football with the run. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The play action fake. Finds his tight end. Runs through a tackle. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Such a tough spot to be in on defense because you're trailing, you're expecting the offense to run the football. They just did it on the last play, and then on a critical 3rd down, they go play action, and they throw it over your head. You got to feel for this defense.
Movement here from the tight end. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get it, second guy finally did.
And this is so frustrating late in the game when you got to get the football back and you can't stop them. My goodness, this drive's been going play after play after play. This defense has got to find a way to bow up, make something happen, get a stop, and get the football back.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Not much there on the run. He gets 1 to the 31. They've already peeled more than 3 minutes off the clock on this drive as they stand over the ball on 2nd down. Off play action. Going for it all. It's incomplete, almost intercepted in the end zone. It'll be 3rd down.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling the rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. Haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep letting it go.
Back to throw, it's Warren. Looking left. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
The Wolverines getting set on 1st and 10. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Marshall. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
I don't know who on defense is going to cover this guy. Honestly, he could be a problem for this defense over the middle of the field in the passing game.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking for a crease. It's Edwards. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.
They'll try to run it in. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And how about that? That's 2 really good plays in a row by this defense. They gave up a lot of yards to get down here, bowing their necks up. It's most important when you get in this area. 2nd and goal now. They get the big stop.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? They'll put the tight end in motion. Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. Got his man quickly. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the 1st down.
A touchdown here on 3rd and goal really ratchets up the game pressure. Looking to the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Michigan!
Salt into wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you could run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
Lining up to add another.
Kicker on for the extra point.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. He'll start this drive firing. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
You know, it's so important for corners to be able to transition, right? You got to have real loose hips. You got to be able to change direction on a dime. And in zone coverage, when you see the ball thrown, you can break on it and force incompletions like that.
That incompletion leads to 2nd down and 10. Dropping back, it's Grosmer. Swings it out to the flat. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game.
Well, trailing this much in the fourth quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.
The Golden Gophers decide to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They'll leave it with him. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Got a little work done on 1st down, now back to the line. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
There's just so much for this defense to think about. They've had strong side runs thrown at them. Now the counter. They know that this offense can work in the play action off of all these base runs too. So much offensive volume this defense needs to worry about at this point in the game.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. 3rd down, and they'll try the jet sweep. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
Love the play call offensively, attacking this defense in a lot of different ways. That time they used the jet sweep. They used the speed of the wide receiver to generate yet another 1st down.
And the Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
And that running back essentially just did everything right. Not only did he rip off a 9-yard run with the lead late in the game, but he stayed in bounds. He had the awareness that if I stay in bounds, the clock keeps running, and it increases our chances of winning this game.
That kind of pickup on 1st down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. They'll try the run. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the 1st down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the 1st.
They have just bloodied their nose on this drive, all on the ground. It's 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run. Not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Looking for room. It's Edwards.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming into the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28 and it's 3rd and long. Give to the back. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.